Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today I'm going to show you a few more excellent time-saving Sketch 3 tips. Now, these are just in addition to the other tips we showed, and some of these are extremely useful. So keep on watching, and we're going to make your Sketch 3 workflow even better. So to get started, I'm going to talk about 4 more of my time-saving Sketch 3 tips. Now the first one is going to be about measuring distance. Now let's create 2 rectangles. There we go, let's make one more. Okay, now let's say we wanted to know exactly how far apart these 2 rectangles are. Well, one thing we can do is select one of our rectangles here. Now, while holding down the Alt key, we want to hover over an object we want to measure its distance to. So if we hover over this other square, we can see that they're 81 pixels apart. That way, if we want to make sure they're 80 pixels apart, we can just bump it over 1 pixel. Now select it again, and while holding the Alt key, hover over the other shape to measure the distance. Now this can also be really useful to measure distance all around something. So let's make another rectangle, and I'm just going to make this background white so we can see this here. And let's say we want to measure the distance that this is from all sides of this rectangle. So we can once again select our square, hold Alt, and we can get this distance from every single point from this rectangle that it's inside of. So you can see it's 85 from the top, 171, 216, and 441. So holding Alt to measure distance is something that I use all the time in Sketch. Now the next thing is going to be an easy access to the color picker. So I'm going to move this over here since I have this background with a nice amount of colors here. And what we can do is at any point when we have anything selected, or even when we don't have something selected, what we can do is hit Control C. Now hitting Control C, you don't have to hold the keys or anything, you just hit Control C once, like that. And then it brings up the color picker to which you can pick anything not only in Sketch 3, but you can pick colors outside of Sketch 3. And you'll notice when I select, whatever I had selected has gotten that color. Great, so we now have pulled some colors directly from this image. And there we go. So, Control C for the color picker. Now the next tip is going to be making sure that your objects are rounded to the nearest pixel. So let's say we have a group here, all of a sudden we want it to change size. And we can do that by selecting everything and then just manually shift dragging it to the point where it's the size we want it. However, now if you zoom in, let's zoom way in, you'll notice some problems. Our nice 1 pixel, everything is now gone. We sort of have a fuzzy line here and a fuzzy line here. It's not the perfect solid shape that we had before. So what we can do is we can actually select everything. So I've selected all 3 of my rectangles. We can come to Layer and then Round to Nearest Pixel Edge. You can see by selecting that, we now have nice crisp lines again, and everything is the 1 pixel size that it should be. So that eliminates any sort of sub-pixel, just funniness that we have going on. Okay, so that again is round to the nearest pixel edge. And that brings us to our last tip, which might actually be kind of obvious, however it might not be. We can actually create custom shortcuts for Sketch using your system preferences. So let's come into System Preferences, and from here we can go to Keyboard, now Shortcuts, and then down to App Shortcuts, for which we can click a plus right here, and let's go ahead and select Sketch. So now that I've selected Sketch, we want this to be the name of the command that you want to add. So what we want to add is we want to add a shortcut for round to nearest pixel edge. So we can type round to nearest pixel edge, and then I'm just going to make sure that I spell that correctly. So come back here, have both of these open, round to nearest pixel edge. Cool. And now we want this shortcut to be something that we'll remember. So we can do Command Shift R perhaps for round. So let's click add. Okay, so we now have a custom shortcut. Let's click out of this. Let's come back to Sketch 3. Let's resize all these things again so that they get nice and blurry here. Perfect. So now selecting everything, let's do Command Shift R. And you can see our shortcut worked, the edges cleared up, and it's nice and easy. So things that you do all the time, like perhaps if you're frequently rounding to the nearest edge, then you're gonna wanna make this into a custom shortcut. So that's it. These are 4 more extremely time-saving Sketch 3 workflow tips. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment in the video. Hit us up at Twitter or Facebook. Let us know what you think. We always love to hear from you. You can now get more out of Level Up Tuts with Level Up Pro. For $8.99 a month or $95 a year, you can get access to downloadable videos, a private user forum, being able to vote on new content. You'll have an ad-free experience. You'll even get access to live code examples for all of the new videos, and over time, our extensive back catalog as well. So check out Level Up Pro, sign up today to get some extra features and help support Level Up Tuts. As always, this is Scott, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.